Hello everyone, I'm Sukanya Roy and I welcome you all to my HS first year biology classes. This is my third lecture on the chapter Cell, the Unit of Life from the HS first year syllabus. So let's start with the class. लास्ट क्लास में हम लोगों ने स्टडी किया है अबाउट द प्रोकैरियोटिक एंड यूकैरियोटिक सेल. So in this class we will study both of them in details with the help of their structures. Okay. So prokaryotic cell का एक very good example is represented by bacterial cell, and so in our this class we will study about the structure of a bacterial cell which will represent the structure of prokaryotic cell. Okay. So as you can see in the diagram, the entire cell of bacteria is covered by a complex cell envelope, that is a cover, which is in turn is divided into three layers. The outermost layer is termed as capsule, the middle layer is termed as the cell wall, and the innermost layer is termed as the cell membrane. Okay. So the capsule, the main function of capsule or the outermost layer in the prokaryotic cell is that it protects the cell from any type of external injury. Okay. Next, in the cell membrane of the prokaryotic cell, a specialized structure termed as mesosomes are present. What is the main function of mesosomes? They actually help in increasing the surface area of the plasma membrane, and in this way they help in cellular respiration, DNA replication, etc. Okay. Now you can see one sky colored tail-like structure is represented in the diagram. That is nothing but termed as flagellum, which helps the prokaryotic cell to move from one place to another. That is, it helps the cell in locomotion. Clear? Next, you can see that some hair-like structures are present in the entire cell. They are termed as pili and fimbriae. What is the main function of them? They help the bacterial cell or prokaryotic cell to attach to the host cells while they try to infect them. Okay. And pili has also different function in that it helps in reproduction of the prokaryotic cells. Clear? Next, you can see one nucleate region is shown in the diagram. This is nothing but the naked DNA or the naked genetic material which is not covered by a nuclear membrane. As we have already seen that in case of prokaryotic cell, there is no nuclear membrane. As a result, the genetic material is naked and it is termed as nucleate region or primitive genetic material. Clear? Next, you can see that the ribosomes are present. They are of primitive type and they are generally 70S type. The main function of ribosome is protein synthesis. Okay, all the organisms require protein to survive. Okay, and so it is very essential for our cells and in turn our body to synthesize protein. And what acts as the site or place where the protein is synthesized, it is nothing but the ribosomes. Clear? Okay. Then some more structures termed as gas vacuoles are present in case of the bacterial cells, which help the cells to float in water, generally in case of the aquatic cells, okay, or aquatic prokaryotic cells. Then some inclusion bodies are also present inside the cell of the prokaryotes, which actually help in storing different types of nutrients. Clear? Now let us study about the structure of an eukaryotic cell. So in our last class we had studied about the important differences between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So there we have seen that eukaryotic cell में all the cell organelles are present, and also the nucleus which is present in the eukaryotic cell, it is a very well organized nucleus, and also it is covered by a nuclear membrane. Okay. So in the diagram also it is evident that the nucleus, that is the blue colored structure present at almost the center of the cell, you can see, right? So that nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane and it is termed as true nucleus. And inside the nucleus you can see some thread-like structures are there. These are nothing but the genetic material packed in the form of chromosomes. Clear? And also the different types of membrane bound cell organelles like mitochondria, centrioles, lysosomes, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, etc. are present. So, we will discuss all of these cell organelles in details in the upcoming classes. Then you can see at this ground matrix of the cell, the very sky colored gel like substance, it is termed as cytoplasm or cytosol, which holds all the different cell organelles together inside the cell. Clear? Then the eukaryotic cells can be divided into two broad types, okay, that is plant cell and animal cell. And though both the cells have maximum of the cell organelles in common, yet some structures are there which are present in case of plant cells while they are absent in case of animal cells. For example, in case of plant cells, the cell wall is present which is absent in case of animal cells, while the animal cells have centrioles which is not present in case of plant cells. What is the function of centrioles? They help the cells to reproduce or divide. Clear? Next, the ribosomes जो कि यूकेरियोटिक सेल्स में होते हैं वो एडवांस टाइप के होते हैं, दैट इज ऑफ ATS टाइप. एंड राइबोसोम्स का फंक्शन यहाँ पे भी प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस ही होता है. क्लियर? देन some other organelles or specialized structures are also present in case of eukaryotic cell. They are termed as cytoskeleton or cytoskeletal elements. What is their function? They help to organize the cell and provides physical support to the cell. Also cell के अंदर किसी भी चीज को एक प्लेस से दूसरे प्लेस में ट्रांसफर करने में भी हेल्प करते हैं कौन? साइटोप्लाज्मिक एलिमेंट्स, दैट इज साइटोस्केलेटन. क्लियर? Okay, now we will study about the two main types of eukaryotic cell, that is plant cell and animal cell. So you can see one diagram is given. At the left side of the diagram a plant cell is represented, while on the right side of the diagram an animal cell is represented. So you can see that maximum of the cell organelles and structures are common in both, while only few structures are there which are present in plant cell while absent in animal cell, and vice versa. Okay. So see that the chloroplast and cell wall is present in case of plant cell which is absent in case of animal cell, while centrioles are present in animal cell which is absent in plant cell. Now what is chloroplast? You can see some green colored structures are present in the cell. This one, this is the chloroplast. Okay. So what is the main function of chloroplast? The main function of chloroplast is it contains green pigments termed as chlorophyll, and it helps in the photosynthesis of plants, the process by which the plants actually prepare their own food. Okay. And you can see that in animal cell there is no green color structure or chloroplast. As a result, the animals are unable to prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Clear? Also you can see one blue colored structure is there, right? This one, this is nothing but the vacuole, a large centrally placed cell organelle termed as vacuole, which is present in the plant cell, which contains water along with some salts, some sugars, some ions, etc. inside the plant cell, but it is generally absent in case of animal cells. Even though if in some cases it is present, then it is very small or inconspicuous in structure. Can you see this one? Very small. Okay. While you can see that the cell wall, this one, this green color structure is present in case of plant cell, which is absent in case of animal cells. And centrioles, the main function of centriole is it helps in cell division. So it is present in case of animal cells, but it is absent in case of plant cells. Okay. So this diagram is very important from your exam point of view also. So please try to pay your attention here. Okay. 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 So here we will discuss about some of the very important differences between plant cell and animal cell, which is very important from your exam point of view once again. So just we have already discussed about them, just take a look. Okay. At the very first point you can see that the cell wall is present in case of plant cell, which surrounds the cell membrane from outside, while in case of animal cells the cell wall is absent. Then chloroplast is present, we have already seen, right, in the last slide, that chloroplast is present, which helps in the process of photosynthesis, but in animal cell chloroplast is absent. Then mature plant cells contain large central vacuoles, while vacuoles are not present in case of animal cell. Even if they are present, then they are very small in structure. Clear? But in case of plant cells, centrioles are absent, while they are present in case of animal cells. So these are the important differences between the plant cell and animal cell. So this is all for today's class. We will continue with this chapter in our next class. So please stay tuned. Thank you everyone.